Thank you for watching, subscribing to Our Sweet Home Life. You're watching MoeJoe in the kitchen today. Today I am cooking chili. So stay tuned and we'll get this video started. Good morning. Welcome to Our Sweet Home Life with MoeJoe and Glenda. Catch us right here on YouTube. We are doing some cooking today in the old house. Glenda gave me specific instructions. She says, I want some chili today. It's fall and it's cool weather. And guys, I'm on the job. So what I do, I put in my chili. I put some ground beef, of course, and this is just a regular 70-30, 70-20, 70-30. And we got crushed tomatoes, a large can of crushed tomatoes, any brand will work. We've got 3 or 4 cans of light red kidney beans. We've got some pre-mixed chili oil, French's original chili mix, which is the sauce. Or I put some options in here for you guys. You can use this Tony Chachere's chili mix. There's all kinds of chili seasonings you get, and you can put whatever it is you want in your chili. You can use beef, you can use chicken, you can make green chili, you can use light beans, you can make white chili. You don't have to put onions. Chili is one of those things you make it your own. Guys, you can pimp it up with some hot sauce, add a little bit of extra chili powder, onion powder, of course with the onions. And then I've got garlic. I like a garlic in mine. I like a lot of seasoning in my chili. I got black pepper and salt to taste. And then we're going to cook it up in the old pot over there. This is, I don't know, an 8 quart. That's what we're using today, and we'll start it off and put it on a low heat. While we brown this meat off, we don't want to cook it too hot. And we'll brown our meat in here, put a little oil in there to keep it from sticking on the in the pot. So let's get started on this thing, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan to keep the hamburger meat from sticking. Got it hot already, maybe a little bit too hot. But I'll set it off the iron and let it cool off just a little bit. Just enough to coat the bottom, not a lot. It's about, I don't know, a couple of tablespoons. And we've got 2 3/8 pounds of hamburger meat, but I'm not going to use it all. I'll probably use just a little better than half. You can just eyeball this out, guys. The more meat you put in, the thicker that chili's going to be. And the hamburger meat will probably cook up a lot. So guys, right there is what I got left out of that hamburger meat. That's about 1 3/4 to 2 pounds. Let's get turning up a little. That pot will cool off a little bit as you put that cold meat in there. It'll cool off a bit. Let me get you down here. All right. I'm going to tip it all up good, guys, and let it get in there. And when this gets brown a little bit, we'll throw some onions in there. All right, guys. The ground beef is just about to brown. So I'm putting about a cup of chopped onions in there. Just regular yellow onions, it doesn't matter. You can use it any way you want to use it. just as long as you put some onions in there. You don't really have to put those. You can make chili any way you want it. But this particular recipe, you may not like chili. You may not like beef. But MoeJoe does. And Glenda does. So we're putting our onions in there in the pot. Let me put the pot down there and see those onions in there. We'll let those get all soft. Put up about a clove of garlic. About a clove of chopped garlic. Okay, right there's about about a good tablespoon of garlic. Minced up. Going in the pot. Yeah, we were at the beach last month and had a great time. We were putting up videos on the beach, and make sure you get a chance to watch our videos. Got some fun videos, got some funny videos, got some a little bit of exploring around there. Went back to Bayou La Battery, and didn't get to go into Mobile this time, but we just hung out there at the beach and ate good seafood and had a good time with our friends down there. We met several friends this time down there. It was good to see you, Jim and Pam. Hope you're having a good time watching our videos. And our friend off of the ferry that was going on that bike ride, put that short up. He's going all the way to the East Coast. Started at the West Coast, going up to the East Coast. And he's doing it for biking for babies. If you get a chance to go in there and maybe show them some love, guys, and give them a donation, I'm sure they'd be most grateful. Now I'm letting it, putting some onion powder, and I put some salt in it. So it looks like it's about ready to go. Let those onions brown just a little more. I like those things to be well cooked. All that flavor go out into the pot. See that? I don't know if you can see it or not, guys, but that meat cooked up probably about, I don't know, about a quart, 2 quarts of cooked meat. I know if you're like me, you want to keep as much of that fat out there as you can, because that's definitely not good for your heart. So I'm going to drain this fat off of it. Some people will actually rinse their fat off in water. Alright, guys. So we got all that grease drained off of there. Spilt a little on my shirt. And put a little water in there. And then we're going to put our seasonings in it. Going to put your seasonings in there where they'll have time to brown off and the flavor will develop. You don't want to put seasonings right straight into a pot and let them sit there. You want to be able to brown them off and heat them up a little bit for, like I say, where they can develop that flavor. Flavor will intensify in them. I put the whole pack in there of this chili oil mix, and I've used that stuff for years. Yeah, it's good stuff. Just like I remember. Chili oil. And since I am making a fairly good sized pot, I'm going to put a little more chili powder in mine, which that chili oil mix is mostly chili powder anyway. That's probably going to be a tablespoon. Let's stir all that in good. Let it get well incorporated. And I put a little bit of water in mine. A lot of people, you make it as thick as you want to. But I like a lot of sauce in mine. And let's see. I think I already put a little bit of black pepper. Oh, I want to put some hot sauce in there. And this is not very hot. This is not a hot sauce. It's just one of those mild ones. Trapley's Bull Louisiana hot sauce. I've tried all kinds of hot sauces. Tabasco is some of the hotter sauce. It's pretty good. I'll eat it every once in a while on stuff. Hot sauce. Take a little drop in your finger and you can tell what kind of heat it's got in it. This is not too hot at all. Not that much. You know, that's to taste, guys. Whatever you like and you can handle them. Not everybody can handle any heat, you know. You got people that can't handle a lot of heat and, you know, children. That's what she's looking like, guys. Looking like beef, chili, spicy beef. Now I'm going to put my can of crushed tomatoes in there. And that is the crushed tomatoes, any brand. As long as it's a good brand, doesn't matter. And I'll probably put a can of diced tomatoes in it because I like a little, I like mine to have a little bit of shape to it, my stuff. I like to be able to tell what my soup and my chili has in it. I don't like just a soup or chili without any kind of shape. I like to see the tomatoes and the ingredients in it. I like to taste those individual ingredients. I don't cut those vegetables real fine because I like to taste my vegetables. I like to be able to know what those taste like. Alright. It's thick right now, but it'll thin out when I get everything in there. Alright, there's about a half a can of water mixed in there. In a can. Put another half a cup of water in there. I've already had about a half a cup I put in it. So it's a cup of water and 2 cups of water. Next I'm going to put my drained kidney beans. They're all drained. Nothing in there but the beans themselves. And I'm going to put 4 cans. You don't have to have 4. Put 2. You can mix them up, put pintos. Any kind of beans you want. Dark kidneys, light kidneys, pinto beans, black beans. Starting to look like chili now. So right now we have about a half a cooker, probably about a gallon, maybe 6 gallons and a half. Put about another cup of water in there. And I've got the ingredients laid out over here I'm going to finish it up with, but I'll let this sit here and cook for about 30 minutes and the flavors develop, and then I'll come back and taste it and see if it needs anything else before I serve it. Alright guys, been cooking for about 15 minutes on a fairly slow simmer. You want to make sure that you keep it stirred. You see how that looks? I've decided. I mean, looks pretty good, but I like a little more. I like to be able to taste my tomatoes, so I'm gonna put a can of diced tomatoes in it also. Gives it a little bit of. So you can see those tomatoes in it now. That's the reason I like things with a little bit bigger cut. That's a can of diced tomatoes. So I have a large can, double can what I'd call. It's like 3 cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of crushed tomatoes, and 1 can of diced tomatoes, which is your normal size can. And that's what she's looking like. I'm gonna let it keep cooking for a while and taste those spices again. Do have me a little bowl here and test it with. Take a little of that gravy and see what it lacks. And if you know me, I gotta put a little more heat in mine. I put some more of this bull in there. Bull hot sauce. It's not very hot. Just a little heat, guys. It ain't that hot. It's not like that Tabasco and all that other stuff. I've tasted this stuff so hot you couldn't hardly eat it. I think my heat tolerance is a little higher than Glenda's. So, you know, you have to cook for other people too. You can always take this to the table and put it in like you want to put it. Heat it up a little bit more. And I think I need a little more salt. So I'm going to take some salt. I'm going to do it like Justin. And right there is a teaspoon. Perfect teaspoon. Even though his might not have been perfect, you didn't ever know it. Juice Stone Wilson. I watch a lot of his shows. You know, as a kid, one of my perfect favorite meals at school, we always had, if we had chili, we had a peanut butter sandwich to go with it. Makes a good, wholesome, warm you up meal. But on this, I've got some cheese. I'm gonna make Glenda likes, she's a cheese eater. Boy, she likes cheese. We're gonna put some cheese on there. And I had some corn chips I was gonna throw on it. Corn chips in there. And I may put a little bit of diced onions on top of it. And you can just make it whatever you want to put on it, guys. It's all good. And I've got a leftover bone of cornbread that she cooked yesterday, I think it was. And as a matter of fact, she put the dinner up there that we made. But we had this cornbread to go with it. That cornbread will stay it'll keep out on the counter for 3 or 4 days. Don't have to be refrigerated, it's fine. Or you can put it in the freezer, and I put it in the freezer and keep it for a couple of weeks. It keeps well in the freezer. I think this will be about ready when about 15-20 more minutes. I'm gonna let it sit here and keep bubbling away a little bit. Let those flavors come on out a little more before I put anything else in it, guys. Alright guys, it's been about 30 minutes. I have been cooking it for 30 to 45 minutes. And look in there how it looks. Nice and rich that looks. It's all bubbly. Thickened up a little bit. If you want this thing to be really thick, and sometimes I like mine thick, like the gravy, I like it to be thick. I put me a small can of tomato paste in it. Tastes a little more tomatoey, but it does taste really rich, guys. I'm gonna plate this puppy up, guys. We'll be back with you in a minute. We'll taste it, get it all doctored up, and I'm sure Glenda will be back. And we will doctor it up and taste it, and let's see what she thinks about MoeJoe's chili today. All right, guys, Glenda finally stepped in the door, and yes, Glenda, I made you some chili. You said You said, MoeJoe, I want some chili, and you got chili today. But guys, on the chili, this is MoeJoe's chili, and it's not famous yet, but I'm sure it will be when you get through making it and trying it.
I'm sure. Smells good.
Yeah, put everything in it and I let it cook for about 45 minutes after everything was in there. But anyway, I wanted to show you some of the toppings again you could put on it. Some more of that bull hot sauce, of course. Some people like a little mustard on their chili. You can use these corn chips. These are barbecued corn chips. And your original stuff is cheese. Glenda likes cheese, right?
I do. Cheese makes everything good.
Sour cream. And pickled peppers are good on it. And I like a little extra onions on mine. We got saltines or, let me see. I told you earlier about this warmed up cornbread.
That cornbread was good yesterday.
So there you go, guys. It's going to be a good bowl of chili for dinner today.
And thank you so much, MoeJoe, for cooking it. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome.
Can't wait to dig in.
But anyway, guys, it's MoeJoe in the kitchen. I apologize I haven't been on lately, but I've been behind the camera most of the time supporting Glenda. And she's behind the camera today, right, Glenda?
Right.
So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this chili works out for you. I think it will. It'll be something real good this winter when it's cold outdoors. You know, you can just do so much with it. It's versatile, guys, and it's so easy. So anyway, thanks for watching our Sweet Home Life. And I was looking for my card. Anyway, you know you got the right one when you see me.
And make sure you give us a like and subscribe. And share with your friends to help us to get on that algorithm. And we appreciate each and every one of you taking the time to watch us.
I do, guys.
And we hope that you are enjoying our videos.
That's right. You have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.